Hi math students, and welcome to the weather analysis project. So the first thing is there is a presentation that you will be creating. Most of the information is there for you and all the instructions, but just in case, I also listed them below. So if you wanted a better idea of what we're doing before even looking at it, you can read through that, but we're going to jump right into it. So when you click on this link, it's going to force you to create a copy. Once you create a copy, what we are going to be doing is looking at two different cities and their previous weather. So, two different cities, it doesn't matter where. I'm going to click on this link to weather.com. And I'm in Coeur d'Alene, so I'm going to type in my area code. You can use wherever you are if you want, or you can do something fun like Japan, or I don't know, just some kind of fun thing if you'd like. Oops. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at more forecasts. No, monthly. There we go. And what I want you guys to look at is we're going to go to May of 2023. And then we're going to hit view. And this is going to show us what May looked like in Coeur d'Alene in 2023. Okay? And so notice that there are two numbers here. Okay? It's going to be the high for the day and the low for the day. So in our presentation for May 1st, the high of the day was 31 degrees. Okay, so on my city number 1, I chose Coeur d'Alene, so I'm going to write in CDA for Coeur d'Alene. And then the first day of the month was 31 degrees. Okay, and then I'm going to fill out this little chart here. So it was 37, then 38, then 37 again. So 37, 38, 37, so on and so forth. This is basically us just collecting our data that we are then going to use. Okay, so once I get all of that information in here, I then go to that next slide. So the calculations, I'm going to take the highs of the month, and I'm going to find the mean, median, mode, range, and if there are any outliers of that data. Okay, remember your mean is you're going to add up all of those numbers and divide by how many there are. Your median, you're going to put them in order from least to greatest, and you're going to find the middle. Okay, median means middle. Mode is going to be your most occurring, so the number that repeats the most. If we looked at just our data that we used so far, 37 repeats twice, so 37 would be our mode. Our range is going to be the smallest number subtracted from the largest number. And then the outliers are any pieces of data or any numbers that don't quite fit. So if I had a list of 1 and 2, another 1, and then another 2, and then all of a sudden I had a 15, okay, 15 is an outlier in comparison to the 1s and the 2s. Okay, so an example of that I saw was looking here, we had 31, 37, 38, 37, and then a 50. Okay, so 50 in that just small piece of data for those 5 days would be an outlier. But then we have 48 and 45, and so it kind of brings it back in here. But if you have a number that's just really outside of your data, like a really, really hot day or a really, really cold day, those would be your outliers. Okay, then you're going to take your data from slide number 3, and you are going to create a box and whisker plot, and you are also going to do a stem and leaf plot. I would suggest doing them on a piece of paper and then just adding a screenshot here. But if you want to use any kind of other resource and make it online or something like that, you are more than welcome to do that. But just give me a picture of your data. And then you're going to do the exact same process but with a different city. Okay, so anywhere in the world, you're going to find the weather data for that month here. You're going to do its calculations, create a stem and leaf plot and a box and whisker plot, and then you're going to analyze that data. Okay, so tell me what the differences were from your two cities, how did they compare, which one would you rather live in based on their weather. And then if you were planning a festival in whatever city that you chose to live in for May 10th of 2026, what could you expect the weather to be and why? Okay, so that's your project. A lot of data, a lot of numbers. If you have any questions, please make sure to reach out to me so that we can go over that together. And then the last thing, this last page is just how to submit it. Make sure that when you are creating a slideshow, that up here in the corner where it has a little lock, that you click on it, and instead of it being restricted with that lock, you can either do I Succeed Virtual High School or anyone with the link, that way that I can see it. Okay, if you did I Succeed Virtual High School, and if you say viewer, then I can't leave you comments on the document. So if you click on that and you said commenter, that allows me to leave you comments on the document if I see that you need to fix something. Okay, so just a couple tips there. And then make sure that you copy the URL and you submit it into the submission box on StrongMind. Okay, reach out if you have any questions.